It's been a while since I baked a good, so I want to kick off with the internet classic. Do some cheesy pull-apart herby garlic bread. Fluffy, buttery, just the right ratio of carb to fat. This isn't a health thing, in case you were wondering, but that's not what internet recipe videos are for anyway. Anyway, the key to this kind of bread is in measuring it, and the ingredients, and the techniques you use, which, I don't know, I guess that basically results in every part of the bread making, but let's move on. First, we're going to prep our bread dough, which means we're going to be using 200 grams of warm milk mixed with 3 tablespoons of melted butter, to which we are going to toss in a teaspoon of sugar and a package of instant yeast with a spoonful of flour. Now we're going to give it a few minutes to bloom, so let's just pass the time with a little bit of a dance break. Okay, I danced like a wave on the ocean romance. And to be honest, your friends, they don't seem like they dance, and if they don't dance, well honey, they ain't no friends of mine. That's 2 separate 80s song references, and if you can guess both of them in the comments below, you win a free prize. It's a high five. Okay, enough stalling. We're gonna mix these 2 powerhouses of baked goodery together, formally bringing together the wet family with the dry clan in a matrimonial union that will surely have far-reaching ramifications across several famed families of the criminal underworld, like the Scallion Boys, or the Beetroot Brothers, or the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. The fruit-based crime syndicate, not the band. Toss in a little salt as insurance and get to kneading, which, if this time lapse has anything firm to demonstrate, it's going to take some time, about 10-15 minutes maybe. You want, when all is said and done, to have a pliable yet firm and smooth dough baby. Into a greased bowl the baby goes, covered with a wet towel for 1 hour to proof. What's that? It's a magic clock that speeds up time for you, the viewer. Real time for me, though. This stuff is proofed, so let's grease our baking dish, in this case an 8x8 pan, and start making some balls out of our dough, roughly equal-ish in shape, but honestly, natural curves and asymmetry are in this season. So, you do you, boo. Scared myself. We're gonna start laying out these dough balls, and if we're honest, in a perfect world, these would all fit on one level. It's a little easier that way, honestly. Ah well, the original baking dish I wanted to do this in completely vanished from my kitchen in some sort of mystery only Detective Jake Sprinkles could solve, but he's not here right now, and he maybe not ever will come back, so I had to go with a backup. Okay, now for our buttery garlic topping. We're gonna chop up some garlic and toss it in with some melted butter. Mix that all together with some herbage, namely oregano and rosemary. Drizzle that onto those rolls, cover with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and let's top that dough with our wet cloth again for a second proofing. This time we're aiming for like 30 to 45-ish minutes, which is going to give us plenty of time to preheat our oven to 400 Fahrenheit. Toss those in for 20 minutes or until golden brown and delicious. Serve directly into my mouth at high speed and with increased volume. Okay, look, this isn't exactly the recipe I imagined this was gonna be. Not having that dish kinda threw me off, so I had to improvise. I'll do that recipe once I track down that dish, and it will be as majestic and cheese pull-esque and glorious as your heart can take. But honestly, this rendition is fantastic too, and maybe, just maybe, a little bit more reasonable to actually eat. I don't know, don't call me crazy, just call me for dinner. Alright, that's it for a cooking thing, but we've got a lot more for you to check out, so do that, get back to me, and then let me know as soon as you can if you can have that report on my desk by Monday. You come to me on the day my daughter is to eat bread, and you ask me to do marinara for money. That's a Godfather reference.